Though Final Fantasy VII Remake is obviously a remake, it's still quite different from the original. There are a lot of minute details and tips it doesn't tell you outright. So, here are 18 things you ought to know about Final Fantasy VII Remake before you start playing. Though FF7 Remake plays like an action game, the dodges you perform don't actually have many, if any, invincibility frames, meaning you can't actually roll through attacks and take no damage. Running and dodging together is more helpful to avoid attacks outright, but try to get the hang of relying on guarding. You can set your abilities to quick commands in battle settings if you want to avoid menus during combat. However, using the command menu may make it easier to target the correct enemy.
Let's go.
While abilities are executed automatically after picking your target, it can fail if the enemy isn't within range, dodges it, or if another enemy gets in the way and blocks the attack. You can also be interrupted if you get hit. Abilities aren't guaranteed to land, so be careful not to waste your ATB. Using one item at a time is slow. Hold L1 when you're using items to stay in the menu and keep using them repeatedly. This is especially useful in between battles when you have a lot of health to recover. There isn't exactly a best weapon for each character, rather they all excel at different things. For example, Cloud's Hard Edge is extremely suited for physical attacks. Choose the weapon best for your playstyle and party comp. Speaking of weapons, every time you level up, all of your weapons gain the SP they need to upgrade. Nope, you don't have to use them to earn SP, and new weapons will retroactively gain SP when you get them, so make sure to upgrade weapons often. If you see a quest with a green marker on your map, that means it's a side quest. Though not necessary, we suggest you do them anyway for some extra items, like new accessories, you may find as a reward. Getting lost or constantly bringing up your full map to catch your bearings? Press L2 to cycle between your minimap, compass, or nothing at all. You'll occasionally find a blocked path or an item you can't reach just yet. These objectives are added as discoveries in purple on your map. Most of these are optional, but you should do your best to solve them in order to earn useful items like materia. Check out IGN's full walkthrough for details on how to accomplish each of these. In Chapter 3, Chadley will give you the Assess materia, which lets you learn an enemy's weaknesses and tactics. Once you've used Assess on an enemy at least once, just press the touchpad while in battle to view this information again. It's worth it to explore every nook and cranny to find hidden chests and even those dingy Shinra boxes. Some of these chests have rare accessories or even weapons you can't get anywhere else. The Shinra boxes will keep you stocked up on items like potions and ethers, but keep in mind they're randomly populated, so where your friend might find a tuft of Phoenix down, you could get a Moogle medal instead. Speaking of Moogle medals, these can also be found in some chest locations, but as we said, they're randomly put in Shinra boxes. These can be used at a special vendor for items later on in Chapter 8. The most exciting of these items are probably the books, which grant each character skill points to improve weapons. Don't sell your extra materia unless you see it can be repurchased at a shop. Materia can be rare, and it sometimes helps to have multiple characters equip the same magic materia when a boss is weak to it, or double up on materia like HP up for extra benefits. Also, you don't have to actually use materia for it to accrue AP and get better, it just has to be equipped by an active character. Chadley will show up in other major towns as you proceed, so you'll have plenty of opportunities to turn in battle intel reports and buy new materia, or obtain new summons. Battle intel reports can be completed before you've even been asked to participate in them. Fight enemies in a variety of different ways, and the next time you see Chadley, you may instantly gain access to several brand new types of materia. And don't worry, if you haven't maxed out all your materia or found every weapon and done every side quest by the end of the game, you'll be able to go back via a chapter select option after the credits roll. And those are just a few of the more important things Final Fantasy VII Remake doesn't tell you. For more on FF7 Remake, check out our full review, this montage of all the limit breaks, and the complete wiki guide on IGN.com. For everything else, you're already in the right place, IGN.
You're out of luck.